Felipe, this question is from John Miles in Hoboken, New Jersey. John writes, Dear Felipe, considering today's healthcare reform, do you think that within 4 years we will convert to a single-payer system like they do in Canada? Or do you think that the healthcare will continue to contribute to our national deficit?
Welcome
to the first installment of Ask an Indio. Here we have Felipe Viagra. Felipe, in today's economic times, with the current recession, do you see progress in the United States banking practices and the bailout that was put in by the United States government? And do you think that this progress will take place by the end of Obama's administration? Contesta. John DeVry writes from Alexandria, Virginia. Dear Ada, what do you think of Senator Ted Kennedy's recent death and the loss of the Lion of the Senate? Do you think that there will be a spur of civil rights bills and pro-liberal agenda as inspired by his recent loss?
I don't understand what you did ask me, Adam.
This question comes from Richard Aberns in Macon, Georgia. Richard writes, Dear Indio, what do you think of today's brain drain in the United States? Do you think we're not breeding enough scientists and that too many of our scientists are coming from India and Russia and China and places as such? And do you think that in a few years, if the recession continues to plummet the United States GDP into standards below what they have been in the past, that these brains will eventually move to other countries and that we will not have the technology innovations that we've had enjoyed in the past few years?
Bill
Fantino from Bozeman, Montana asks, scientists lately have been noting the lowering of test scores among high school students entering college. Do you think this is because of the proliferation of websites like Wikipedia and studying on the internet, whereas students are looking directly for the answer and not for the why and how?
Yeah.
Beverly Sanchez from San Diego, California writes in, Dear Ada, do you think social networking sites like Facebook and Twitter are bringing us closer together, or are they alienating us and keeping us closer to our computers?
I think yesterday I got to Olaba, and then I was talking to a boy there so, and he tell me say that he want to come back to downtown. I think in kind of mad, you know. So I believe that he miss a poopy.
Dave Abrams writes from Los Angeles, California, Dear Indio, farmers' subsidies have come under attack as of recent. Do you think farmer subsidies will see an end in the next 10 years? And if so, do you think that they will be replaced by reforms of renewable energy like wind farms to give these farmers who have massive expanses of land a second form of living? That's what I was thinking. On a second note, then, you do agree with renewable energy resources being the way to go for farmers who have been alienated from city living and urban jobs and the marketplace. Once again,
that's exactly good reporting. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Indio insight is hard to replace. Nancy Richmond writes in from Saginaw, Michigan. She says, Dear Popa, do you think dog really is man's best friend? Popa.